Controlling your anger management is not just about controlling your anger in public places or controlling yourself when you react to certain people that do certain things to you. Controlling your anger management is also about giving up certain things like music, TV shows, or any other habits that lead to or support poor anger management. Hey, you guys, my name is Brianna, which means high, exalted, noble, and strong. And today I'm going to be talking about anger management. God's been showing me personally how I need to take some things further. And so I didn't think that this would be something that he would want me to talk about for, a minute until I started at least getting to master some things. But he was like, nope, you're already working on it. You already, you're aware of some things, you're learning some things. So you're going to go ahead and talk about it. So I'm going to give you this little script and go ahead and talk about it. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get right into it. Also, please go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe to my channel, guys. That does so much for me. And yeah, let's just go ahead and get to the video. Let me give you guys a couple of personal experiences of mine that show you guys that entertainment can influence the way that we act. Now, I'm a gym rat and I've been to many different gyms in many different places and have many different experiences in gyms. And one experience that always seems to happen to me at almost every gym that I go to is women competing with me. Now, when these women compete with me, it's not only in a way where they try to show me the workout that they're doing and how heavy that they can lift. A lot of times it's them showing me the progress that they've made with their body, and they do whatever they can to try to show me that progress. I'm telling you guys, I've had so many odd experiences of women showing their body off to me in the most weirdest ways to prove that they're doing a good job. I don't know if it's because I give child of God or if I give confidence in the gym, but this happens to me all the time. I had a gym membership and it started out with this girl that was in a relationship with this guy at the gym. Every time that I would go to work out on a machine near both of them or just the guy, she would do anything she could to make it feel like I was doing the most to come over there and use that machine. I was doing the most by existing in that area. For some reason, it felt like he got on board, so they attempted to like start mocking me. I had already just like got fed up with them, so I just started avoiding them because it was just weird. One day, it just seemed like they were ending their workout and they were stretching and getting ready to go. So I'm coming into the gym, and I usually stretch to start out my workout. So I walk over there, I see that they're over there, and then so I like turn around like, no, I'm good on that today. I'm not about to deal with y'all today. And so they noticed that. And so when they finished stretching or whatever they were doing, they came right over to where I was and started working out right behind me. When they had did this and they were mocking me and laughing behind me and just doing all types of things to make me uncomfortable, how I responded to this was went to my music and I went to search for a song that made me feel myself, made me feel like basically I'm better than you and you can't touch me. Honestly, right after I started listening to that music, I sat there and I reflected on myself and I'm just like, this is what I choose to go to. This is what I choose to go to listen to, something that's telling me you're nothing and I'm better than you and you're only acting like this because you're hating on me. And like, yes, some of those things are true, but it's just like these people are doing this out of ignorance. And I question myself, how would the situation have been different if I went and listened to a gospel song? And I can honestly say that listening to those aggressive songs, those songs that we're talking about snapping back, they honestly soothe my anger. If you want to be completely honest, it's negative. It supports your anger. It doesn't support turning the other cheek. Example number two. When I was living in that crash pad with all those evil people, flight attendants, going through hell, dealing with those jealous women, I'm able to think back on what I was watching a lot of that time. And to be completely honest, it was Bad Girls Club, specifically season 7, specifically Ashley's best moments, and season 10, Rocky's best moments. Saying that I'm only watching this show to see people go through what I'm going through, and so I can relate to them. And so I was supporting my feelings of watching this show. But if you really sit there and think about it, do I want to react the same way that they're reacting? Do I want that to be the outcome of my situation as well? I did both of these activities subconsciously when I was only causing destruction to myself and others. It's led me to really think about how Where do the thoughts come from in your head? The thoughts that lead you to want to go do certain things. So we do have our own thoughts, which are our thoughts, and then we have God's thoughts, which are always for us and always for the better of us. Then we also have the devil's thoughts. And so this is why we really got to test thoughts, test spirits, and things like that so we can know what's going on with us and be able to make the best decision, because the devil's always going to lead us into something that's going to cause some form of destruction. The devil will say crazy and creepy things to you in the form of thoughts. Like, I know for me, like every time I go on a fast, I have the most cringe thoughts that I know for a fact are coming from the devil. When it comes to God, his thoughts usually always get me very emotional, and it's so crazy how his thoughts are so connecting and so beautifully spiritual, and they just grasp you and connect with you. Honestly, when it comes to your own thoughts, they can be positive or negative depending on your personal experiences and the way you are and the way that you were raised. Do know that the closer that you get to God, the easier it will be to tell the difference between all these thoughts. Yeah, God's been really showing me, making me face my anger head on. And he's been doing this mostly by making me immediately reflect on my actions right then and there, making me look at what I do right then and there so I can really just see what's going on with me. Let me give you guys examples. Sometimes like it'll be a situation where he'll like tell me like just smile at the person, be kind and be, friendly, and I won't do it, or they'll smile at me and I'll just like look like, what are you looking at me for? Something like that. And God will put it on my heart and I'll feel the guilt, and I just have to like reflect on it right then and there. And it's not a good feeling to have to reflect on that. You feel like, you seeing that you're not out here acting right in the most subtle way. He's also been showing me that I need a community. Now, there is such thing as an isolation season, but at the end of the day, you need a community, a worship community, a praise community. You need people around you that confirm your walk with God, that are also out here doing the same thing, so you don't feel like you're going crazy. And then on top of that, God uses other people to help you, and you are getting in the way of your blessings, blocking your own blessings if you're just cutting off the world and not fooling with anybody. The reason why I'm not allowing people in right now is because I've been through so much that I'm protecting myself so hard. That's why it's also important to have the ability to discern between good and bad people. And another thing he's been telling me is, like, I'll be praying and I'll be, probably saying my usual prayer, trying to, go to sleep or something like that. And he'll have some things that he has to tell me. It's usually very quick of what he needs to tell me, but he'll be like, you're so interested in saying what you got to say or doing your usual 1-2 that you're not listening to these little things that I'm having to tell you. And yes, you do grasp things quick and like, okay, I heard that, I'm gonna get that and take it in. But it's also like, if you're not sitting there grasping it and giving it some time to basically digest within your mind, there's a good possibility that you're gonna forget. And yes, God can simply just remind you, but it's just like, meditate, let him fully get the thought out in your head and let him speak to you so he can really tell you what you need to be hearing. Y'all, please don't be watching my videos and be out here thinking that I'm perfect. I need God just as much as any other person, and he's doing so much work on me. And I see why the wilderness season needs to exist, why you don't get your promised land until you really better yourself, because your promised land is not going to matter unless you're bettered and unless you're renewed. And I'm so grateful and excited to see how God is going to renew me. I really truly, with all my heart, have to start praying on everything, y'all, every decision that I make, and truly praying and asking God for bread. These little prayers that we say, the holy prayer that we say, it says everything that we need to be praying for. But if we're just skipping over it, just mindlessly asking for it, what's the point of saying the prayer? It's important to truly ask God for everything and ask for confirmation on everything and every decision. That's all I have to say for today, you guys. Thank you so much for watching this video. I was really blessed to be able to talk about this. And I was thinking that God was going to take my YouTube in a different direction, have me talking about just my gifts, the things that I'm talented at for a bit of time while I'm working on so much and while I'm learning. But right when I thought that, He gave me 2 videos to talk about, gave me the whole script. So I guess I'm just going to take it day by day with Him and just listen to what He tells me to do and just go from there and stop thinking that anything, because God sees something in me that I don't see sometimes. But thank you so much for watching this video. Go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. That does so much more for me than you know. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.
Stoneheart, tell me why you so afraid of feeling. Stoneheart, can't you see that we in need of healing? Stoneheart, can you tell me where it all went wrong? Yeah, Stoneheart, why you never let us laugh no more? Stoneheart, tell me where did all our friends go? I see that you ain't opened up yourself to love in so long. Ain't nothing getting through the Stoneheart. Nothing getting through, can't nothing get through the Stoneheart. Lord, I need a new one. I need a heart that beat, I need a heart that love. Ain't nothing getting